Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Eagles going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. A little juke. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run. Throwing is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Wentz now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Copeland in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Wentz to throw on second down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Here's Ajayi. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They run again with Ajayi. 9 good yards here on the run, and now third down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run with Ajayi. So he got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Let's go! No, check.
This is Logan. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run again with Logan. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw on 3rd down. Webb. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a 1st down throw. Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Kendricks coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Good. Hurry up, here we go. The train, 39.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On the carry, it's Logan. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Webb. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
They run with Logan. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now it's Ajayi. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Copeland in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Let's go. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Webb. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Ertz over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, Wentz. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. This is Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. He may try and run for this. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And who's got it? The Giants. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Lewis has the first down and then some. Caught right side. It's Lewis. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Roger Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
A toss running left. It's Logan, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Second and goal to go now. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Wentz on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go.
On third down, Webb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Finding some room at midfield. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Wentz. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. To throw is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Powerful running. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And now here's a carry heading left. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 3-19. Gun.
Play clock winding down. Webb to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 47. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. The play clock's running down. From the gun on third down. Webb, and that's complete to Lewis. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. And if they can hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Second down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
give this time to the tailback. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Now let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Webb now from the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. To throw is Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. 81. Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Wentz. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 44-yard line. And now out come the Giants. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold.